showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Slabber Day. It's Only Slabs Day. Are you sick and tired of watching the twerking Tyler? So am I. Rumor has it, very, very soon. Chris, you have any more information to report on this breaking news story?
Negative.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, as always. All right. Also coming in here, we're going to check in one other location. Jason, you're our guest today. Did they give you any information about twerking Tyler?
It's new to me.
Exactly what I thought. All right. The heck with that. That news story is dead. We're here to talk about slabs and comics, and we're going to say hello to the chat. And everybody, before we do, we're going to throw up our super little quick early bird special. It'll only be up here for a moment or two. If you want to get that hashtag in for that early bird, thank you for showing up here bright and early and joining us today. I know what I'm saying.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, Lucretius is here, so woohoo! Robert Monroe, happy Slabber Day. Marty Alechko, happy Slabber Day from Canada, everyone. 25 Perez through the mail. Now, I know that last night he had logged a comment in here and was at the top of the list. It obviously dropped off, so we know you can't log them the night before. Expect to be first if you want to be first. But hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Cup of Comics, Comic Fam, Comic Fans. Absolutely. El Green Machine, hey, how you doing? Chris Bell, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever time of day it is for you. Absolutely. Comiverse, good afternoon, everyone. The Adventures of Joe, it's Slabber Day by your command. I can't say that without trying to throw that robotic inflection of the Cylons.
Yeah.
That was...
Oh, I thought you were going for Soundwave there. Okay.
Well, for me, by your command is the Cylons, but I guess he may have done it too, but no. I need a digital distortion filter. Wayne Deacon, hi all, how are you? Yeah. Where it's not evening is very early in the morning. Mad Spidey checking in from Australia.
Right.
Marty Alechko, hello everyone. Charmaine Deacon, hi Marty, hi Mad Spidey. Let's see here, Dr. Von Hoot, good evening all. Let's see, we're 3 minutes in. That's time to. That's bye. All right. Let's see here. Yo, Dr. Hoot. Marty Alechko, they're saying hello to DVH. PSN Green Hulkster. Slight fart noise. Enters Green Hulkster. Were you sitting on pleather couch? All right, let's see here. Brian LCS checking in, saying hello. KBDM, hello everyone. Chop and Drop saying good afternoon, everyone. Meatwad number 1 here. Afternoon party, people. Thomas Caps, up everyone. Dr. Von Hoot comes in and says, I've got the first super chat of the day. Slabs are awesome and comics are not. Huzzah. What were you trying to say?
You said comics are not. Cancer is not.
Oh, I meant to say, okay, sorry. I've been having problems reading lately, apparently.
That's why I'm here. That's all.
Yeah. Team Ohana, well, you usually ask other people to read for you, so what good are you?
You can't be backing up the bus on me when I'm trying to help you out.
Sorry, yeah.
Right.
Smash that like button. Slabber Day, absolutely. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Marty drops in and he says, yes, let's crush cancer, folks. See, I got it right that time.
There you go.
Yeah. Afternoon, henchmen. Happy Slabber Day. We established, by the way, that Chris doesn't like it if I use that music on any other video.
Messes with my brain.
Popping in from work off in about 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us, swinging by here. Let's see, the great Taylor Winder dropping in here. Give me your mom.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really what you want. Who else? Let's see, Robert Monroe. We say hello to everybody else here. That awkward piece. Oh, Mark, Legion of Comics dropping in. He says, give me comics. Chris the Comic Vet says, give me comics. Let's see here. Anybody else? House of L dropping in. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Make sure I don't miss anybody. I got Shermie 25. Mrs. Von Hoot swinging on by. Thank you very much. Tito the Alien, he swings by and says hello. We're seeing all the great regulars. So glad you guys make Saturday a part of your weekend each and every week. It means a ton to us, even if it's just for free comics. Either way, I'm cool with it. Ben Compton, how you doing? Let's see here. Timothy PJR. He's swinging on in. Wants a piece of that action. Am I missing anybody? Milt Miller swinging on by. Thank you, Milt, for coming and joining us today. And I think, Mr. Kenneth Bird. All right, I think I've got everybody. If I missed anybody, I deeply apologize. Let's go ahead and bring this back to the stage here and see who wins that early bird batch of comics. Goes to... Oh, it faked out. It faked out DVH so hard with a long pause. It was like,
oh,
no.
No.
Our winner, Timothy PJR. Thank you so much, Timothy. Make sure you reach out to me on Instagram at robs.fatstacks with your ship to information. If you don't have that, you can always email me at robs.fatstacks@gmail.com. Before I pull your book, so we have to recognize Milt Miller, super generous. Thank you very much for the super chat. Of course, all these super chats, guys, it all goes to fund Comics Curing Cancer. So thank you so much for that. I'm not pocketing any of this money. This one is for you, sir.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me.
No, no, no. Lord Helmet, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
That's a good one.
All right. Let's go ahead and there we go. All right.
Watch your back.
All right. All right, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pull some books for Timothy.
Okay. What's the number we're looking for today, Rob?
We're doing the same. Pull 6, and then Jason will pull the bonus book here.
Sounds good. Let's go count to 7 from the front, and then the next 3 books.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're grabbing 8, 9, and 10.
That's correct.
Okay.
And Rob, the same from the back.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. Wait. Yeah. 8, 9, 10. Got it. Okay. And then Jason, we're going to do a bonus book.
Okay.
So you can pick a number 1 through 10 from the front, back, or we just go back and forth until you tell me to stop.
Go from the back to the front. Stop. There you go. That's good.
In front or behind my finger?
In front.
All right.
Watch your
Ooh,
back.
that's a good one. I like that. All right. We get ourselves Captain America, the 50th anniversary edition or
That's a
anniversary
great
issue.
cover.
Nice.
Very patriotic cover.
Very, very good cover for any time you need that one of those covers for a cover challenge of patriotic covers. And also, this is a $2 book with a newsstand.
Nice.
Ooh. Nice.
We have the magnificent Force One.
An oldie but a goodie.
I have to get used to it. I think I somehow my cam is zoomed in more than it usually is. Here we go. 25-cent Doctor Strange and the Mystic Arts, issue 5. This is the origin of Silver Dagger, and it's a bondage cover.
Very cool. That looks like it's in great shape, Rob.
It is actually. You get a DC Walmart pack. G.I. Joe issue 18.
Featuring the first appearance of
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
This is a rare G.I. Joe issue below 20 without any first appearances in it. Excalibur issue 1, first issue, first widget.
Yeah, some great Alan Davis artwork there.
And then the bonus book, we have Superman Batman issue 23. This is the first full appearance of Batman Beyond. Now, it's Tim Drake as Batman Beyond, which if you've read the Batman Beyond series, is like volume 4 or 5. Tim Drake is in there as him, but essentially it's the first time we see in the regular universe somebody in the Batman Beyond costume. So one of the many books that's in that vial, if you're a Batman Beyond fan trying to get the first appearances, it's one of like 7 books that you have to have, because there's all, this and then this one, and this is the animated universe, and this is the real universe. Anyways, Timothy, congratulations. I'm writing it down. Timothy PJR. Got it. Those will go on out to you as soon as I get your information. All right. Enough of me gabbing along. We've got our guest here, Jason. Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you back again in short order. Last time, a banger of a show. Mad Spidey's already dropping the link, and I was just about to throw it up here. And the links are down below. Of course, follow him on Instagram, but he's just started his YouTube channel. So appreciate if you guys would give him a follow, either by clicking the link down below or clicking the link Mad Spidey just posted and giving him a follow over on, help him grow his YouTube channel as well. All right. Welcome back. I'm glad that wasn't so painful your first appearance that you were willing to come back right away.
Had a great time.
Marcus has gifted 5 memberships to people. Thank you for that, Marcus. Heads up for the first 5 people to join Rob's channel membership.
Absolutely, yeah. Marcus obviously needs some more UFC betting mojo, because he tends to drop free memberships on channels, hoping to get some more mojo in his betting. But we appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so much for that. All right. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, just subbed. That appreciate that. It's currently at 10 subs. Yep. All right. So Jason, for anybody who hadn't seen your first episode, go ahead and give them again your little cliff notes there, and then we'll get into your first book.
Sure. My name is Jason. I go by Patron of Comic Art on Instagram, YouTube, and now TikTok. I just joined that as well. And I've been collecting since 19.
You're a Chinese spy now.
Won't say. They don't pay too good. But yeah, I've been collecting since 1989, thanks to the Batman 1989 film and my mom gifting me 2 books that were pivotal for me, which was Death in the Family and a Batman annual, I think 13. So I've been collecting on and off since then, and I've been dabbling in artwork as well. So
phenomenal.
Terrific.
All right. What would you bring for us today?
I broke them down into sections this time, so there's some semblance of order for me and for the audience. So I'm going to start with some Wolverine books.
Ooh.
And this Wolverine book I dug just because the cover alone, plus it matches the label. Wolverine 17 by John Byrne.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome.
Still getting used to the camera work, but yeah. As soon as I heard that they had that label, I wanted to see if I could get it. in the slab to match the cover, and I was so happy. I got this clean pressed, and then eventually got the grade, and it looks amazing, especially with this blood splatter on the label too.
Yeah.
So, and sticking with the theme of Wolverine, this was a story that I loved as a kid with the second series of What If books in the 80s that came out. And it's artwork that just stuck with me, especially with the inks by Scott Williams. And it's What If number 7, signed by Rob Liefeld.
Oh.
So he did
What
the
if
cover.
Wolverine?
Yep.
What if Wolverine was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah. Cool story too, actually. Dug it a lot.
Very nice.
And these next two are related in that they're from Punisher War Journal. And they're also signed by both Jim Lee and the writer, Carl Potts.
It's another classic cover.
Yeah, very much so. Got Jim Lee up there, and Carl is...
Yep, over the shoulder.
I'm getting used to the camera work here.
He's going to hide his signature right here.
Yeah.
At least he didn't write across like Wolverine's face, you know.
Yeah, he
That'd be
didn't pull a Frank Miller.
Stan Lee would be like, "Oh, right here, right here."
Right across that haircut. Yeah.
And I know CGC, they posted a while ago, what kind of labels do you want to see? And I gave them a huge list, and one of them was the Punisher, because he's yet to have a label. And so it'd be great for all the books I've got for the Punisher. And so I got that signed, and in the same grade, the next issue. These I got completed last year at New York Comic Con. I got Jim Lee's signature, but prior to that, years ago, I got Carl Potts, who is, where are you, Carl? Right down here. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, also 9.6. And speaking of Punisher, since those two are fighting, I thought I'd share probably my favorite books in my collection, just because I was surprised I was able to get them the way I got them. What I mean by that is as many of the creators as possible on the books.
Ooh.
So I'll start with volume 3 of Punisher, 9.8.
Oh, fantastic cover.
So what you're going to see is Garth Ennis has signed it, Jimmy Palmiotti, Jerry Conway, Tim Bradstreet, and Steve Dillon.
And Palmiotti did the remark.
He did a remark, and so did Garth. He did a small...
yeah. I recognize Palmiotti's one because he did almost the exact same remark on my Punisher 2099 that I had him sign.
All right. So,
Jay, who's the cover artist for this?
Tim Bradstreet.
Okay.
Down here.
Terrific. Yeah, that's
and so did Steve.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of work. Yeah.
And I love the fact that point got around Frank and not on. Usually.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then I got the other one. This one is volume 4, signed by everybody as well. So Jerry Conway, Steve Dillon, Jimmy Palmiotti, trying to do the camera work, Tim Bradstreet, and Garth Ennis.
Wow.
So a lot of these I got either at New York Comic Con or Terrific Con. So most of them were from New York Comic Con. The last two I got were Garth Ennis and Jerry Conway. They were at Terrific Con, I would say 2 years ago. And so
Robert Monroe says he's digging digging in the background there. Yeah.
I love it too. I got that from the creator. He used microns to do the artwork. And so he was just drawing all day. This was at East Coast Comic Con when they used to have the show out in Secaucus, New Jersey, prior to the COVID nonsense. But yeah, they would do shows in Jersey, and that was the show I picked that piece of art from.
Very cool.
All right, so that was the one section, Wolverine Punisher. We're going to stick with Punisher one more. This one will never leave my collection. I was fortunate enough to meet him at New York Comic Con. He was doing sketch donations for Hero Initiative. at Artist Alley at New York Comic Con. I think it was the last one he attended before his passing, sadly, but very fortunate.
Very nice.
That's Steve Dillon, blank cover.
Very nice.
And I think it was just like $60, and all the money went straight to Hero Initiative, which was a great cause.
Nice.
So we're now in the sketch arena.
Sketch covers. Anybody like sketch covers?
I've got a
yeah,
few.
okay. Yeah.
So this next artist I'd commissioned before full-size pieces, but this was my first sketch cover from him. The main character he's working on doesn't have a sketch cover. Can you do me a favor? Draw the character, but punk it out. So instead of you writing man, cross out man and put in the punk.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
I got the matching label as well. Yeah, this is Justin Mason. Great artist. I saw his work prior to him hitting it big with Marvel. But he was on Instagram, and I would commission pieces here and there. And then he had a rep, but then there was a situation with the rep with a lot of different artists. I forget the name of the rep right now. Sorry, but he's on his own right now in terms of selling artwork. So you should be able to purchase artwork directly from him on his website.
Awesome.
And he's been working on Spider-Punk. He's got the second series out now, I believe. And he worked on Spider-Man 2099 recently. And there's one more thing he's working on. I just don't remember what. But he works hard, and he does amazing work with pens and inks, man. So highly recommend his artwork if you can get it.
Yeah.
This one, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nope, I was just reading Tremendous Spider-Punk.
Oh, thank you. This one I got as a eBay purchase. I didn't know I was going to ever meet the artist because he's out in England. And so I was like, let me just get it, because you never know. Because a lot of these artists, sadly, are older, and you don't know when if they're ever going to come to the States again or not. And health-wise, you never know.
Right.
So I ended up picking up this cool cover by Alan Davis.
Whoa is right.
So that's a Batman headshot on a Justice League cover that I found on eBay. I try to do comparables in terms of pricing to see what's out there and to make sure I'm not getting ripped off, because some people do add a little too much on their pricing. So I like to shop around before I pull the trigger. Funnily enough, I picked this up, and then I find out he's showing up at Terrificon later on that year, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm getting more artwork from it directly.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I like an artist, I like to get like at least two pieces.
Yeah, I'm similar. Unless I love them, then I'm always going to get something from them.
Right. Yeah.
This cover, I've got a few more covers. So this cover I got at East Coast Comic Con some years back. The cast and crew from Batman the Animated series was there. And one of the members I'd never seen before was an animator and director for the show, as well as the film, which God knows why I can't think of the name of the Mask of the Phantasm. There you go. And it is Kevin Altieri. Batman going to town on Joker right there.
That is awesome.
9.8. That was the only cover I had. I couldn't find anything else. So like, yeah, it's more about the image than it is about the cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least as long as it's related. It's not like Batman beating up Joker on a Wonder Woman cover.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about those at all.
Yeah.
Or the Iron Man, Superman cover. You're like, what? But he took a while to do this. I mean,
I would think so.
I no, but I mean, what I mean by that is he would do a little bit and then fan interaction. Some artists don't know how to like compartmentalize between, you know, and some do. Like they're like, I'll do signings for the first hour, and then I'm doing sketching for the next 2 hours, and another signing at this hour. Not this guy. I don't. But it was very nice. You know, bit by bit, chipped at it and killed it with this. I
So
was not,
so you worked that out at a con.
yeah, same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive because a lot of times you're not going to get something that's 2 characters color at a con.
I wasn't
And keep it a
expecting.
9/8.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting all this. I was
Yeah.
just looking for a Batman, and then he decided to go.
Nice.
Yeah, I give artists, I let them know what I want, or if I want, sometimes I'll get artwork horizontal, so I get a nice scene, if you will. But another artist I saw at another East Coast Comic Con was an artist that doesn't get enough love, I think, because you don't see his work enough. He's really good, and he created one of these Batman villains that came out, and it is Tom Mandrake, Black Mask.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he I thought I was expecting a head sketch, honestly. That's what I was looking for. And again, some artists, they get so into the work, they just like give you extra for free. So this was a nice surprise.
No, that's phenomenal. I always like, especially when they start to do some background stuff, even if it's just making it like that one. The background is just mostly kind of some black stuff. It's not like you're drawing a whole scene, but it still
Yeah.
just helps to kind of make it something special versus just, there's a person standing amongst a snowstorm like Canada, or they just have a plain wall or something. I don't know. It's like,
Well, my goal was to get a lot of the Batman villains on sketch covers and like make a them. So
I had the
sadly,
same thing. I got a bunch of. I'm doing 2 things: Batman rogues and Spider-Man rogues have been like the primary things I've been getting sketch covers as. Yeah.
let's see. Okay, I've got 2 more pieces.
All right.
Okay.
So this is an artist that's still around, thankfully. He's a curmudgeon, but I love him for it. I saw him at the New York Comic Expo recently, but this particular piece I got back in 2017. He still charges $45 for a quick headshot. So if you ever see him, get one from him. Howard Chaykin, Captain America.
Oh. I didn't
So
know
he'll
that he
do-
was still sketching. Okay.
Yeah, $45. If you want something fully rendered and detailed, he'll do that too, but he usually takes that home and mails it to you eventually.
Okay.
I've not gone that route. Part of me wants to, just because I do enjoy his American Flag series. But yeah, he was there. I got this. I've got other pieces from him, like a few Batman, and there's one more, Shadow, I got recently, the Shadow. And sticking with Captain America, this was a piece I got at Boston Comic Con years ago. The writer-artist duo were at the same table. This is one of my first early sketch pickups. I do have to get a new case, but I'm waiting because I want CGC to come out with a new label so I can eventually get it, of Captain America.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, God, Peter, hit me!
Yeah!
Ow!
So that is Ed McGuinness and Dexter Vines. They're known for working on a variety of titles, including Superman. What was it? They did a Cable versus Avengers miniseries some years back. And he's working on Spider-Man right now.
Mm-hmm.
They deliver beautifully together. I was curious to see what would come out, and I just love it. So again, years ago, it slipped out of my hand at the edge. I'm like, no! So I'm gonna try to get it a new case, but I'm hoping they come out with a really cool Captain America label for that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I know they're retiring a few right now, but yeah, hopefully that's one. Yeah.
Some new ones hopefully come out. And that's it for now, guys.
All right.
Awesome. All right, so that's the first half here. We're going to pause for station identification. No, we're not station identification. We're going to go comic art is art. Hashtag comic art is art. Get that in there for our next giveaway. You can remind everybody to give Patron of Comic Art a follow there on Instagram and YouTube. Links are in the description as well as scrolling there across the banner there. Everyone's getting their hashtags in there. Chris, what's coming up on the Comic Vet channel?
This Wednesday will be the live New Comic Book Day hangout that I like to call Show Us What You Got. This Wednesday is actually a big day for New Comic Book Day. A lot of big titles are dropping. I know more of the, what's the name of that new Image Universe? Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine has some stuff dropping. I'm looking forward to getting into that. I believe Rook Exodus issue number 2 is coming out, and there is a couple of cool variants I'm going to be trying chasing. But that's about it. Look for my New Comic Book Day haul afterwards. I'm going to try and see if I can hit up a antique mall tomorrow and do some comic hunting there. If I do, I'll be recording that, of course, and dropping that video on Monday. But yeah, New Comic Book Day hangout. Show Us What You Got this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the first Wednesday of every month for that show is the Comic Army box giveaway. Thanks,
Phenomenal. Guys, don't forget, hit that hashtag in there. We do ship internationally, so don't be afraid to enter it if you're outside of the U.S. No worries there. Jason, on your fledgling channel, I know you've been popping some shorts up in there. Anything on the horizon for folks?
I'm editing a lot of stuff right now. The goal for the YouTube channel is to definitely put at least one a week, maybe 2 a week. I'm trying to determine how to do that because, again, I'm still learning the editing process, but it's been very interesting. I've been posting there, been posting on TikTok as well. TikTok I'll probably do once a day just because it's small, quick, and simple, and I've got some stuff that I've backlogged to sort of do that. But the long format for YouTube, I'm going to finish up a video on my visit to the New York Comic Expo that they had. It was an art show that they had at the Midtown Hilton on 6th Ave in Manhattan. So that was an interesting and fun experience. So I'll be sharing that, I would say, with this coming week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, before we pull the winner here, I want to say thank you, of course, to the channel members. Channel membership, of course, 100% of the channel's revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer, and a lot of that comes from the subscriptions. Those of you guys who become channel members and the super chats that you guys are throwing up here. So our Goon Squad, our higher level, Stephen C, Legion of Comics, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension, Dale of Suspense, Justin Birch Letters, Son of a Bruce, the Comic Viking, the Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Collecting with Durs, Mad Spidey, Brian LCS, Izzyverse NYC, Chuck Hensey, Comiverse, Deadman, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, JG, Timo Hanna, Daymares, still only 35 cents, Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, and Never Could Figure It Out. Thank you so much to Goon Squad. We'll recognize the henchman a little bit later on. Right now, let's go ahead and find out who our second winner is. Round and round, she goes. Wheel of Fish. That's what we're supposed to say. Wheel of Fish. I forget my own show, what I do at this break.
I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, let's go.
2 weeks in a row.
Let's go. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna send this to Collecting with Durs because he just got home and he tunes in even from work. We're gonna send this to Adam. But if there's any classic ASM, I'm cherry picking the hell out of it.
All right. So Jason, you're gonna pick the books, the 6 books for Durs, and then Chris is gonna pull the bonus book. So same thing, 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we just go back and front.
Let's go back to front.
All right.
Stop.
Front, back, both.
Both, please. Do that again. Stop. Both, please.
It's a fat book.
And stop. Both. Thank you.
Yeah. And Chris.
Rob, is
Bonus
there
book.
Is there Spawn in it? There's some gunslinger in this, is there not?
There's Spawn in here, yeah.
All right, let's see if we can find him at least a Spawn. Let's let it ride. Stop towards the wall. Watch your back.
Okay.
Hello, Cat Fan Comics Man. Thank you for stopping by.
Mhm. 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 All right.
I'm already
Uh,
starting to regret this, but okay.
Catwoman,
Ooh.
80th anniversary, Neil Adams exclusive variant.
Very nice. That was actually his last exclusive to his store before he passed away.
Planet Hulk World Breaker.
Gorgeous cover.
Who did that cover?
It looks like Miko,
Oh,
Oh.
he's very
based
good.
on little
Yep, that's Miko.
Yeah.
some 20-cent goodness. Black Magic issue
Oh.
3.
I just prefer to call it Magic.
No, that's a different character.
I just today's day and age, it's just Magic.
Are you a fan of Stan Lee?
Yes.
Stan Lee has created many great characters, and then he created Ravage.
I thought he created Ravage last.
It was his final creation. Absolutely.
Yes.
Ravage
Yes.
2099, number 1. Look at that shiny, foily goodness.
He was
Not
like,
to mock it, because I love 2099,
Yeah.
but I know some people think that it's not exactly it's not on par with Spider-Man. First Tim Drake in the classic costume.
Very nice.
Great Lopez cover.
Yeah.
God, he was good.
Defenders issue 71.
Awesome. Adam is saying that he didn't have that 29.9. He has 2 of 5. Perfect.
And then we have 52, week 12. This is the first appearance of the second Isis, the wife of Black Adam.
That's a gorgeous cover too.
Indeed. Plus the origin of Wonder Woman. So there you go. Congratulations there, Durs. We'll get those on out to you.
Now, Adam, we expect a video of you unboxing these books.
Oh, it'll be a short. You can be sure. Or it could be a long. I don't know. He does longs now, too.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, there we go. Nice little haul of books there. We'll be doing another giveaway here at the end. But we're back into some more comics. So let's bring Jason back to the forefront. And actually, right before you do, I'm going to do one last thing. Just let everybody know he's back. His website is functioning again. He's back doing pressings and open for business. TheRogueTraderUtah.com. If you're looking for a presser, document preservationist, he can do everything from basic pressing to much more elaborate stuff. Reach on out to him. But if you use the code FATSTACKS at checkout, you will receive 20% off your pressing. That includes the already discounted pricing. So you can get comic book cleaning and pressing for as little as $9 a book if you're using the code FATSTACKS and buying one of his pre-done bundles. Plus, when you use the code, he's going to donate $10 to Comics Curing Cancer.
Nice.
All right, Jason, back to you, sir.
All right, we're gonna take it back.
We're
to
going back.
1966.
Ooh.
So I picked this book up, and it was an 8.5. I got it signed, and it went up a grade. I said $2. They were the same grade. One went up a grade, one went down a grade. It's just like whatever.
Been there.
Yeah.
And it is Detective Comics 356. This is signed by Joe Giella.
Nice.
Very nice.
Just love those old school covers. Infantino doesn't get enough love from his. I just adore his stuff from back at that time. And his signature is down
Great
there.
colors. Yep, look at that.
Pops beautifully.
Terrific. That checkerboard top across the gray dress as well.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right.
Jay, we got a question from the chat for you.
Sure.
If you wouldn't mind sharing, but are you in the general New York area?
I'm in the city.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
in one of the boroughs, so anytime there's a show, I'll go for the most part to one of the shows and stuff. So yeah,
Awesome.
Very cool.
New York City. All right, next one is another classic. I thought I showed this, and I reviewed the last video I did with you guys. I didn't show you. I was surprised.
Okay.
And I got this. This was the last thing I just got done. I would say around this time last year. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., signed by Steranko.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah! Yeah!
Now, Jay, I don't know if I should be pissed off that you didn't show this last time or celebrate that you have it this time. But
I was showing quite a bit last time. I wasn't sure
like-
what, I showed you two others, to be fair.
Steranko has some iconic covers.
Yeah.
This one, arguably, because we have that classic Cap one with the shield in the air. But this one's great too.
So, I live in Queens, and so my local comic shop is Royal Collectibles.
Okay.
And he was showing up at that shop. And so I was like, I have to go. This is a legend. How can you not go?
Right.
I go there. I bring my other two books that I already got signed and sealed, CGC'd. And so I got this signed, and I asked to take a photo with him. And he said no. And I was
Yeah.
surprised by that. And he's like, look, I've got he said something, what did he say? Look, I just took a mental photo of us shaking our hands together. It's a nice way of saying thank you, but I'm not doing that. Which
He
is
doesn't
fine.
do photos.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I'll take his soul.
When you met him then, Jay, at the shop, was he dressed like he owned the place or what?
he was dressed in his, you know how Ronald McDonald has his suit?
Mm-hmm.
He has his suit. He has his hair on. He's got his turtleneck, and he's got that gray jacket, ready to go, ready to talk, still sharp as a tack.
Yeah.
He was also selling artwork too. In his, he's got a small booklet of artwork and the cheapest piece I saw was $400, I think, and that was that typical Nick Fury without cheeks look. It's just like hair patch, and that's it. Very bare bones. But I mean, again, you're getting a piece from a legend, so
yeah.
Now, I don't know what his deal is with pictures, but they're very adamant about cameras around him and stuff. He's just not
He may have glaucoma. We're not sure.
Well, he's got those glasses. You can't tell.
Yeah.
But I think there's some people that just take it anyway, like from the side, but
they got to be careful with that because his handlers are usually all looking and scoping for camera, and they jump on people. I've seen people trying to do videos from like a distance covertly, and then people running over and hey, no.
That's not my thing, but
Maybe he's gonna start wearing one of those like lapel pins or something that puts a digital scramble filter up, so when you try to take a digital image, then it just
mind you, that was one of the things that was in Punisher 2099, so he could get away from killing.
Yeah, those things are legitimately exist now.
Do they? That I didn't know.
I don't know if they're really lapel pins, but I've seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue down. This time we're going to 1973. And this is this character celebrated their anniversary last year. And it took this one writer artist to new heights. And that's Detective Comics 437 by Walt Simonson, doing the first new Manhunter.
Awesome.
So a lot of people look at this cover and think, oh, it's just your typical Batman issue. Don't worry, But really, the backstory is where it's at. Where it's, I think it was for 5 issues or 6 issues, something like that, where they did the short story starring the Manhunter, and Archie Goodwin and Simonson just killed it with that story.
I love this. This is a 20-cent book, so this is what early to mid 70s. This book,
73.
But the style on it, the trade dress stuff, is very relevant of the 40s era detective comics. That's just awesome.
Very old school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I gotta admit, man, as a big Simonson fan, I had no idea that he worked on Detective Comics. I guess that's where he broke in. Yeah.
I think he did a Sherlock Holmes story too at one point, like a one shot. You know, but yeah, he's
great signature too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the story behind the signature?
No.
I don't know. You know, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you do well once I elaborate. So he was originally studying to be I don't know, what do they call it when they're digging bones of dinosaurs? Because that was
archaeologist.
Mm-hmm.
And
he wanted to be Indiana Jones. Got it.
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Before Indiana Jones existed, right? Yeah.
Walt Simon's is a little bit up there now.
Paleontologist. That's I think.
Paleontologist versus archaeologist. Paleontologist would be dinosaur bones versus archaeologist is about societies and art cultures. Yes. Sorry.
I think he was, and then he sort of switched it up to art, and then he decided I want to make a brontosaurus with my signature. And so that's why his signature looks like that. It's very exaggerated. So if you look at it, it look like.
So if we could ever get him and Stegman on one book, we could get two different dinosaurs on the same book.
Yeah, and
you're onto something, Rob.
I know. Now I need to find somebody to be a T-Rex. And
he had a T-shirt years ago through a small T-shirt company that was run by Jerry Ma. Where he drew a T-Rex, and I loved it so much I bought 2 different colored versions of that, and that was very popular. It was based on his design. But yeah, that's why it looks
awesome.
Like his signature. Just in case anyone was curious about that.
That's great. So now I want to know why. Never mind. Move on.
It's all right.
I want to know why.
So this book's from 1977.
Frank Miller.
No.
Why does his signature look like a?
Oh, that.
Yeah, he wanted to be something else when he grew up, I guess.
Oh boy.
Well, some people would consider that he did become that, though, Rob.
Right, exactly.
I plead the fifth. So I couldn't afford the first appearance of this character, but I was able to pick up his first issue of his series.
I can relate.
For some people, it's they dig them. I like cowboy movies. I like westerns. As long as it's a good story, I'm there with you. I like the Italian westerns as well, A-list and D-list. As long as the story's good. And so this character is Jonah Hex. Signed by Luis Garcia Lopez.
Terrific. So is this early 80s, like 82, 80?
77.
77.
Yes. 77. Wow. Prior to that, he was in I think it was Weird Western Tales. I'm trying to remember. Somewhere in my collection, I just purchased his second appearance from that shop, Royal Collectibles. They had it for sale, and I picked it up there. Looks great. And so that was his second appearance, but I'm trying to remember. I think it might be Weird Western Tales. Whoever's in the audience, you'll correct me, but yeah, he debuted there. It was such a big hit. They gave him his own series, and he was on the air for a long time. At one point, it turned to Hex, and it was like a futuristic version. It was, I like the earlier issues, and so when they redid it with Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray. That stuff's amazing because those stories are one shots. One and done.
All-Star Western number 10.
There you go, All-Star Western. Yeah.
Second full appearance, All-Star Western number 11.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
First cover appearance.
Yeah. I highly recommend that Jimmy Palmiotti, Justin Gray series. It's amazing. Even with the different artists. I don't know why they don't create an omnibus for it, but highly recommended. So, oh Lord, I just cracked this. Didn't know that. That's not good. Gonna have to get a new label.
Chris did it.
Yeah, pretty much. So this one I actually purchased from a friend of mine years back because I'm a huge Batman fan, and he had it in his collection. And he said, I asked if he could take time payments. He's like, sure. This is in its heyday. And so it is Batman #1.
Yes.
Great Scott!
Sadly, I just realized it got cracked up here recently. I didn't know about that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, original cover.
Yeah.
Did they make a label of this cover?
No, there's
Yeah.
No.
there hasn't really been any DC custom labels to speak of.
Well,
To speak of, there's been
there is. I don't know if the Snyder did one or so. It was. I don't know how it. I only know the regular labels, but I've seen. I'm trying to remember where. I wish my brain was better, but I could have sworn there was some sort of label. It was from CGC, but I don't know what the circumstances were. But if I know more, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, there's that one.
no, that's great. New 52 kicks. I know a lot of folks that got back into Batman or whatever from the New 52. Of course, one of the best stories in New 52. There, you had the Court of Owls stuff that goes on there. Those guys did some phenomenal work. I know that book. I've got a couple signed copies, but for whatever reason, those New 52 books I have, it has been difficult to get 9/8s for myself. I keep getting 9/6s and 9/4s and stuff, but back covers get some little rub very easy.
Yeah. It's a dark cover. Awesome. So, yeah, that started off my run of #1 books that I've got. So the next one is from a series I really dug that was out some years back. I would say this was released 2011, Daredevil #1 with Mark Waid, Joe Rivera, and Paulo Rivera. I got them all to sign that book.
Nice.
That looks good. I like that label. That label goes well with it.
And the series was aimed at trying to get away from the Frank Miller era of Daredevil and making him more how Stan Lee thought of Daredevil originally when he was released. Very jovial kind of guy. And Wade killed it with the stories. Always imaginative and inventive.
Nope.
And highly recommend it.
Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the volume then, or the series where he really started dating a lot of different women throughout these books? Like there was scenes where he'd be out on a date and it would always be a different girl. Like I remember after Frank Miller's era for about 10 years, before Kevin Smith did his little arc, that a writer decided that he's going to be a little bit of a playboy. And but yeah, I can't remember if it's this one or not, but
I don't remember this one either. I know he there was another lawyer he was involved with in this series.
Okay.
Maybe he was blind and just thought he was dating the same girl all the time.
Rob. Moving right along.
He said
oh boy.
He can discern everything else because all his other senses are super heightened, but he can't tell that the girls are all different women.
So this cover,
superhero speed dating.
Earlier we were speaking at 2099. This is the other side of the 2099, the one that started it all.
Here we go.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Banger of the year, folks.
Hard to see, but it's
he signed the foil.
Yeah.
Is it Leonardi?
It is that his signature is Leonardi.
Yeah.
Right in the side here is Peter David.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
I've never seen them both sign on the foil before.
I just gave it to them. They were separate. So at the time, this was at New York Comic Con. This was in 2013. So Leonardi had just done a cover for a book involving Sherlock Holmes and Watson, but they were of color. and it was held in a I would say, I don't know, in a New York City type of city, like a New York City type of city. Jesus, a city in America, you know. That was an homage, and he did a cover for that, and that's how I got his signature. And Peter David was at his own table, and he was as he was signing, he's like, "What do you do with these?" I'm like, "Oh, I just collect them. That's all. Instead of having a regular autograph, I like to get them encapsulated and stuff." He's like, "Oh, okay." He didn't collect a fee for it, oddly. You know,
Nice.
notice other people.
A lot of them I see. It's always like the signatures is like one of them will sign in the underneath the spider. The name Spider-Man, because there's a big empty space there in the webbing, and then the other one will sign like below their feet. Although I think I have one that's signed across the crotch with Spider-Man, which was really odd.
I mean, I'll say this. I wish, since I have this platform, I wish CGC would do some sort of signing for Peter David that he can do, just because he needs the money, since he's really like hurting due to his illness, and so any little bit helps. You know, I see them doing all these signings, and they just did one for Wolverine out in right by Times Square in New York City, and so it's like, you know, he's out in Long Island. All they got to do is drive out there.
I'm sure Hulk fans would come out in droves for that too.
Yeah. I mean, he did so much in terms of not only Star Trek but Spider-Man, but Hulk, especially with Maestro,
the Maestro stuff. Yep.
So this final batch of books that I've got are all voiceover actors.
Okay.
Throughout the years. This first one is a banger for me because I did not realize this guy was signing books. He passed away, I want to say last year or so. And it's a cover by Joe Jusko. And it is the voice of the 1966 Spider-Man, Paul Soles.
Great.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I picked this up from Rich Henn on the CGC boards years ago. He had a 9.4 and a 9.6. I told him I'll pay for the 9.4. And this comes in the mail. I'm like, dude, I think you gave me the wrong book. And he's like, no, don't worry about it.
Nice.
And Rich Henn is a third-party person who will get signatures for you at different conventions. I highly recommend him. Very professional. I see him all over the place. He's Philly-based, and so he's always going throughout the coast to the various big cons. And highly recommend him. Does great work. But yeah, he had two of these. I picked this one up, and he surprised me with a grade. So, and speaking of Spidey, the one from the 1977 TV series.
Mm-hmm.
He's flying in to a small con in Massachusetts, I think June or July, to do a sign. So I'm going to see if I can try to go out there and get a book signed from him, just because, you know, as bad as the show was, I mean, compared to the Japanese one, even though the Japanese was nuts.
Come on, that was cool.
It was like, I was impressed with the way they were able to incorporate a lot of acrobatics into it compared to, it's night and day. I showed my girlfriend really recently. She was laughing. So these next books are of a character I love, Batman, but also the actor behind Batman, Kevin Conroy. And so each time he was at a con that I was attending, I made it my mission to get his signature. And the first one, I wasn't expecting the grade to be this high. It's 9.8, not a. But I mean, I just love the cover.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my best ever.
That is awesome.
So my goal was to book, and because they released years ago a series of headshots from various characters. So there is one for Superman Adventures that I would like to get that actor to sign, Tim Daly, to sign one of these days. But I just have to find a good cover, because again, these covers are extremely dark, and so, you know, they can break easily in terms of like color breaks on the sides and whatnot. So
yeah, and especially what's I find annoying is when you get things like these lightnings, bolts and stuff, which are great and everything, accents, but as they come to the edges and stuff, sometimes the way that they have the glow to them CGC sometimes they just go, oh yeah, no, it's got all kinds of spine texture. Where are you seeing color breaking? That's part of the cover, man.
Yeah.
That's where I also really hate like the fake distressed covers, like the Spider-Man one you showed earlier. I'm like, always like, come on, guy.
Yeah, that does.
Please don't see the fake distress as real distress.
So this next one, usually I get signatures for the cartoons, but this was my first video game one, and that's
Okay.
Arkham Knight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which was a really fun game. If no one's not played it, it was.
That book, as I recall, that book was one of those books you could only get with the game or something.
No. Well, there was different ones. Or there might be a cover that's like this that they packed with the game. But I mean, it had a few variants.
Or it was a GameStop variant.
Yeah. This one
Jay,
was what's it called? The cover's by Dan Panosian. So it's got a nice gritty artwork tone to him. You were gonna ask me something?
Jay, what's it say on the right side of that yellow label there? Then does it reference the video game? Then
it says first appearance of the Arkham Knight in comics out of DC continuity.
Okay.
And I think his appearance might have been in DC continuity 1027, either 1000 or
like that. Yeah, it's like one of those. Yeah.
Adam is saying that it was a GameStop. Okay.
Yeah, there was a few. There was a cool one that would look just like the video game.
Yeah, first cameo cover appearance of Arkham Knight, promotional comic included with the limited edition and Batmobile edition of the PS4 video game Batman Arkham Knight. So it was only in special edition variants of the video game that this book came.
May have some value being a high grade. I always think of that Absolute Carnage.
It's actually surprisingly, it's actually not that all of a valuable book, which is odd because of the fact that it's so limited in its availability. But maybe if Arkham Knight was a bigger character,
yeah.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, still, it's a fun collectible. It is a limited quantity. It's not like 100,000 or 1,000,000 of them, like Spawn or something, right? So
true. Someone mentioned a comment about this Japanese Spider-Man. I like it. Don't get me wrong. What I like most about it was the what do you call it? The stunt work. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
If you watch 5 minutes of that and watch 5 minutes of the so-called action from the American version of Spider-Man, it's just like, yes, Nick Hammond. He's supposed to be showing up at a convention in some hotel in Massachusetts this summer. He lives in Australia, so he's flying in for that. So, and if you didn't know, he was in a Quentin Tarantino movie. He played the crazy TV director, telling Leonardo DiCaprio what to do in that TV series. I had no idea. I was
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does, and he kills that scene. He did a great job. I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I looked at him. I'm like, "No shit,
that's Spider-Man."
Yeah, Spider-Man. So at Terrificon, again, a convention coming up. Usually it's in July, but they pushed it to August to not compete with any of the conventions that are happening that weekend. You see a lot of great people there in terms of comic book artists, writers, as well as some, Hollywood people, and video game people and voiceover work. This particular book is another video game I picked up. This one I picked up from, what's his name? Mile High Comics. One of those sales they sometimes have. I'll sometimes get stuff from them, depending on how big the sale is. And it is Injustice #1. So this is signed by 3 of the voice actors in that video game. Kevin Conroy. Who else? What's her name? Susan Eisenberg and Phil Lamar. So
Phil Lamar, yeah.
Phil Lamar. Oh, is he okay? You all right? Okay. So Phil Lamar plays 2 characters. He actually plays Aquaman as well as Jon Stewart. funny thing is, they spelled it they spelled it differently up here.
Hmm.
But otherwise, yeah, those three. Part of me to open it up because there's some more actors showing up at Terrificon to get it signed.
Mhm.
But I don't want to lose the grade, so I'm kind of debating if I should or shouldn't. So
It is a black background, yeah.
yeah.
But I'll tell you that I loved. I never played the game,
It's
but I
fun.
read it. But this series, as a comic series, was phenomenal.
I've never read it. I heard only great things.
Oh,
And talk about it. I gotta have to pick up the omnibus. I hear.
I got the trades, but I mean, I started on floppies and I switched to the trades, but it was actually, I think it was originally I was digital. It was digital to read. Back in the day, I was reading it digital, and then I ended up getting the trades. But I was blown away by it. I was like, man, this is a great story. I mean, the whole concept of, and you could really easily understand like Superman going down a slippery slope, essentially. Yeah, great story.
I definitely have to pick up that omnibus. Yeah, that's all I heard. Everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
And now that writer's in all these other titles now, doing all these books. He has one with, what is it? The
DVH said it was a better book than video game in his opinion. Yeah, it's a heck of a story.
Yeah.
They can't be old gems, man. I mean,
Well, not necessarily saying that the video game is bad, just saying that that's how good the story is.
Yeah.
So this final book I have is there's another purchase I got from Mile High Comics for the signing I did back in 22 at Terrificon with Tim Daly, and that's Superman. Alex Ross, which frankly I should crack it and have Alex sign this too because it's a great cover.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal cover.
Jay, do you know why it's a 9.6 and not a 9.8?
I'll be honest, I don't.
Okay.
Well, I see a little divot in the back. Yeah.
Pressable?
I think so.
Oh.
I think so. I've never pressed books that I've signed before.
Okay.
I don't know how that process is. I mean, I'm concerned of the signatures going away with, again.
Depends on what they used. If they used paint pen, you don't really want to do that. But Sharpie, it's
Sharpie,
they don't leave it. They don't do too much with it. It's pretty innocuous, but
hopefully he does more cons because I want to get him to sign that Superman silhouette headshot of this character. There is an issue of this series.
Oh, nice.
It's great. Match perfectly with the one I have right now. And that's it.
Yep. And Joe says, and I agree with him, the Injustice animated movie failed in comparison to the game and the comic series altogether. Not to mention the comic series continued the story via both games. Yeah, absolutely 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I did see the Injustice cartoon. I thought it was all right. If you're telling me the comics are better, then I'm definitely going to pick those up. So
yeah, I was blown away by him. All right, phenomenal. Thank you so much for doing that. Before we throw up our hashtag for our final giveaway here, let's go ahead and I want to recognize all of our henchmen. So thank you to all the channel members, the henchmen who make the show, and not only possible, but Comics Curing Cancer helps us immensely with our efforts there. So thank you guys all so much. If you're not a channel member, consider being a channel member. And remember, all the membership everything goes to Comics Curing Cancer. All right, let's throw up that hashtag OnlySlabs, guys. Your chance to, I see them already dropping. People are already dropping the hashtag OnlySlabs. I must be predictable. Time to change it up again, but that's okay. Hashtag OnlySlabs for your chance for this third giveaway. For myself on the channel, guys, yeah, on Thursday, I dropped part 2 in my PGX conversion therapy series. I had taken 5 9.8 graded PGX books that had been signature authentication done by PGX and sent them to CBCS and had them authenticate the signatures and regrade them. So you want to see that video, you can chop that up there. So I've already got a couple people asking, why did you send them to CBCS, not CGC? Because when I started this video series and when I sent them off, CGC had not yet announced JSA. We'll do another set with JSA at some point too. I got lots of PGX books. So the next video in that series will be coming out in probably about 2 weeks. That's going to be, I will have sent 6 Silver Age low to mid grade Spider-Man books to see that were graded by PGX to CGC and see how they come back. That'll be interesting. And then the final one in the series or one of the final ones in the series, I'll be sending a bunch of 9, 9, and 10 graded PGX books to CGC. Now that they're looking for those higher grades, will those keep the 9, 9, and 10s? All right. Let's see. And then, of course, obviously, Monday mail call. I just got done shooting that before this. Some cool raw books, some cool slabs. All usual stuff you get from Monday mail call. At the end of the week, we'll be doing this mystery box, a $100 mystery box from Roscoe. Geek Out with Roscoe. Always has not only some great books, but great art as well. Yeah, so that's what's coming up for that. Let's go ahead and see who our winner here is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Patow. Round and round, and where she goes, where she stops, the internet knows. And our winner is Steve White. Congratulations. We're shipping to Canada. All right. Let's see. Make myself big. And grab the box.
Watch your back.
All right, Chris. What are we sending to Canada?
All right, we're going to let it ride for the voice here.
All right.
And stop in those 2 books. Now, I know that he likes G.I. Joe. We'll see if we can find him some.
I think he has all the G.I. Joes, but
Stop. Yeah, maybe we got some upgrades for him, though, Rob.
both?
Both.
Wow. My finger usually doesn't fall in this manner with the books, but
Yeah, both covers facing.
this one's facing away. Yeah. It's like usually it tends to fall between 2 covers facing because I alternate books either way to prevent
Sorry, Rob.
All right.
Let's let it ride and stop in those 2 books.
Again, not you.
Oh, look, we got one.
All right. And Jason, you're gonna pull the bonus book.
Okay. Front to back.
Front to back.
Stop. One in front. Thank you.
All right.
Watch your back.
I think you got some good books. You got some good pulls here. See, let's put that on.
Yes, everyone. Richard is correct. Richard is correct. Everyone smash that like button, please.
All right. Steve, you can be very happy with this series of pulls, I think. We'll work our way up. Here's Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Wonder Man.
Nice.
G.I. Joe, issue 56.
Look at
Go.
Scarlet. Very good.
Marvel Team Up 108. We got Spider-Man and Paladin.
Very nice.
Until recently, when Unlimited came out, we've really been the best stories in Spider-Man were coming from Miles Morales. This series, here's Miles Morales issue 1. This is obviously an alternate variant cover featuring the first Raneem, who will become Rabble.
Nice.
Nice.
Cover.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal cover.
Yeah.
It's speckity spec.
Hey, I just now realized this is Me Angel.
Mi Angel. Yeah.
Here we got special double-sized X-Men 193, the first Firestar in continuity.
Nice.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Well, of course, first appearance, but this one, first one in continuity.
Mm-hmm.
You like 12-cent comic books? How about Aquaman issue 15?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
I don't know why that one's
This
in
is
there.
in this is pretty nice condition. This was, you know what? I picked this book. I'll tell you, this book has been in the giveaway bin for a while. I picked this book up at Heroes Con last year, specifically for this box. But
Yeah.
there you go. And then one more book. This one here is got it's a goat cover. I mean, it's John Romita Sr. cover. Stanley story. Amazing Spider-Man 71.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I'm done with this. This
You're welcome. I don't know if it was me who chose it. I'll take credit.
get
so
that
cool.
DC crap. It doesn't even get that. You don't put that B character beside Spider-Man. Yeah.
Wow. That was-
Congratulations, Steve, on
Yeah.
no freaking way.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hashtag best giveaway box ever. All right. Anyways, I don't even have sub 100 spot. I have all the sub 100 Spideys now. I'm done. I'm happy. Anyways, all right. Hey, so I guess that's how we should wrap up the show. We got that. Congratulations. Super giveaway. Next week on the show, we welcome Southern Comic Geek back to the show.
Oh yeah, Jay.
So that's gonna be great. So make sure you come and bookmark us and put us on your calendar or hit that notification bell, all the other doodads and whatnot. If you haven't yet, make sure you're also following today's guest, Patron of Comic Art. Links down below, especially give him a follow on YouTube. Help him grow his YouTube channel. He just started it. He was less than 10 subscribers when we started the show. So let's get that going. And hey, are you subscribed to Chris? If not, his link's down below as well, too. Give him a follow and a subscription. And God, I'm just going to assume you're subscribed to me. If not, come on. After that giveaway, how could you not be subscribed to me with notifications on?
Join us next week as the month of Jasons continues here on OnlySlabs.
Right. 2 Jasons back to back. That's right. All right, guys.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I call that a good Saturday night.
Yeah.
You do when you have 2 Jasons, or when you,
Not that there's anything wrong with
or
that.
maybe that's what she said. I don't know. Tomato.
Boom.
Anyways, until next time, guys, collect what you want. Don't listen to anyone, including me. I just give books away. I'm a fat man, the fat stack of comics, and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.